Hi, I am co-hosting with Hash Salehi of Richessum. We are co-hosting Roman Korkikikan. So welcome to Pod.
Thank you.
Okay, we have some questions. We just watched Roman hack the TPM of an edge server.
Correct. That's right.
Which I didn't know that was possible. So that's
Yeah.
maybe bad news.
Yeah. And one thing I thought was interesting about your talk was the hardware, the cost of the hardware for your attack, the kind of voltage injection and snipping. I'm curious, what other hardware you might have used that kind of stuff on, like for attacks. If you could speak to any of that.
Sure. So, well, in general, we try to trust something which is called trusted platform model. And this talk showed that we not always can trust trusted platform models. The equipment that we used for this particular attack, we say that it's less than $2,000. And we designed our own sensing board. So we don't use any commercial tools to do power consumption analysis. And we also use good but relatively old oscilloscopes to perform the measurements. Nowadays, you can buy them for $1,000 on eBay. So, and the main idea of these attacks is to show that experienced hacker doesn't need super expensive equipment, because eBay equipment or equipment available in eBay is good enough to perform most of the analysis, like side channel attack and fault attacks. So I'm trying to answer your question saying by saying that the entire cost of our attack was, we estimate less than $2,000. So the equipment, and it's because we developed our personal, plus we used, let's say, used equipment for this type of stuff.
Yeah, and for the side channel attack, I don't see a lot of people that are deeply analyzing the voltage rail or these other things. When you think about a problem when you're going to attack something, is that the first place you look to try to just figure out interesting attack vectors, or how do you think about when you're analyzing something like a side channel that you're looking at?
That's a great question. It's indeed, there are not that many people who do side channel and fault attacks. I usually estimate, like, all over the globe, maybe there are 10,000 people who are good enough to do this kind of activities. And definitely this is not first vector where you want to go with attacks. So side channel and fault is not where you want to go. And but my expertise, my personal expertise, is only side channel and fault attacks. So whatever problem I have, I consider this attack vectors as a, because I consider myself as a relatively experienced attacker in this domain. So if I need to extract cryptographic keys or get access to the data, that's vectors I consider. But answering your question, side channel and fault attacks come after software exploitation and, let's say, protocol exploitation. So they are the last mile of attacks.
Okay.
I would say like this.
And so your background, would you say you started software and then went hardware, or you started hardware and then software?
For this particular project, we
But
started.
not that, just your personal background. Like, how did you begin? Where did you begin from?
So myself, I began with the cryptography and mathematics, and then I turned into side channel and fault attacks. So I have experience in software exploitation as well, reverse engineering, but my main, let's say, domain is side channel and faults. And because for me, I considered it's interesting. It's something which can break cryptography. And usually these are the only means to break cryptography. So I did not practice a lot or enough maybe in software exploitation. I decided to go directly in hardware.
Yeah. And is that that's the thing that I seem to hear about cryptography, which is that it's the implementation that's really the problem, or
Correct.
yeah. And so that's essentially what you're looking for, is you're looking for something that maybe was implemented incorrectly, assuming that the cryptography itself is strong. All that's left is how they went about building it, basically.
Absolutely correct. So cryptography itself is not broken. Cryptography is secure. Implementation is broken. So concrete implementation on a concrete device. So if we take another device and we see the same algorithm, it's probably totally differently implemented and it might be secure.
Yeah.
So you're absolutely right. It's not about cryptography, it's about implementing
Yeah.
attacks on implementations. Yes.
And now that you've shown TPMs can be hacked, basically, is there a possibility of a secure TPM?
Oh, sure. So you can update the algorithm itself. Like you can update software part of the algorithm, and you can additionally protect or put some countermeasures inside. There are a bunch of countermeasures: randomization, masking, blinding, hiding. Here, a hell of a lot of them. And that's what happened actually. Once we showed that the CPM was vulnerable, the manufacturer corrected in software some parts, added more protection, and released it in firmware. So it's possible. You can correct what happened. There are cases when it's not possible because it's the hardware. So if it's only hardware implementation and it's broken for such unfault attacks, you basically need to replace all the chips. But if you have a possibility to work with software, CPM do have this possibility. You can update firmware, update software, and mitigate the problem.
However, it's a 2-year fix.
It can take time, yes.
Yeah.
It takes time because of the certification process. Mm.
Okay.
Any final questions before we head to the next panel?
No, I just think it was a really interesting presentation. I'm glad you took the time to give it and to wait all the time through the reporting process to present it to us.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Thank
you
you
very
guys.
much.
Yeah.